How's it going, everybody? So real quick, I want to show you what I consider to be the 5 most important HE grenades to throw for CS2 Overpass. This is just my opinion. If you feel like I missed one, let me know down in the comments. But starting off here from the T side, one of my favorites to throw is anytime I have control of water, and I feel like there's a CT playing around toxic here. I'll go right here into this little corner, and I'll aim up at the very top of this darker line right here on the overpass bridge. I'll aim at the very top of it, and I'll do a run. Just simple run throw the second my crosshair hits the very bottom portion here. So I'm going to start running and release about here. And that nade is going to go all the way up here and land right on this guy's head. Now that's a little bit higher than maybe you would prefer. I find that using that line is a really good reference as to when to release. But if you aim at the bottom of it and can still time it out at around that same timing, that is even better. You're going to do well over 50 damage. It's just whatever works for you. But I definitely recommend throwing this anytime you feel like the CTs have been playing toxic a little bit more heavily than you would normally expect. Another super common CT angle that they like to hold is this little ramp area right here. So a great counter to that is if you go into this corner right here, there's a little dark spot right here on the wall. If you do a simple jump throw right into that, well, it's going to land right on that guy's face and do right at 45 to 50 damage, depending on where he's standing. And you can even get that a little bit better if you aim down into the left of that position. It'll go a little bit lower, sometimes doing, even more damage. In that situation, I can only get about one more, but that one does go a little bit further out. So if they're standing, maybe a little bit over here to the right in cover, well, it's going to do a bit more damage than the other one. So either way, that's a really good HE to throw if they've been playing that position quite frequently. And moving on over to the CT side, probably my favorite nade set to throw is to stop the plant on a site. Basically what I'll do is I'll come right here into this bar, right into this position, and I'll go up from the very top corner of the staircase all the way up to this trash can. If it's smoked off where you can't see the trash can, you can just crouch, aim at the corner, and then stand up, and it'll pretty much do the same thing. But for consistency's sake, I like to just go to the very top of the trash can. That HE is going to go all the way up here, bounce, and do right at 50 damage to anyone standing right here and planting the bomb. You can also pair that up with a molly in the exact same lineup. So you can literally just throw molly, then HE, and just like that, they're going to get absolutely obliterated while they're planning, and they'll probably die. If you followed the channel for a while, you probably realize how much I love throwing this HE, where you jump on top of this trash can, and then all in one motion, you jump off and then throw an HE at the right side of this bush, to where it goes all the way down here into the T stairs area and will rack up so much UD if they're pushing out there early. It times out perfectly to where as they're pushing out, that's what happens. So essentially, I'll go ahead and show you this all in one motion. You're going to jump up here, jump on, jump off, and release just like that. And that HE goes all the way down into that position, doing 50 plus damage to anyone running outside of T stairs. It's absolutely fantastic. It takes a few tries to get down. It's definitely not the easiest HE to throw, but once you learn it, you will not regret it. And finally, one of my favorite HEs to throw is one that lands right here at the end of short pipe, right after I've mollied it and they've either smoked it or it's faded and they've started to push through. So basically, at the beginning of every single round that I'm playing B, I'll kind of throw a Molotov, something similar to this right here, to where it lands right here in the center of short pipe, and I'll molly this area off, making it difficult for any of the Ts to push through. So they're forced with an option to either wait it out or to smoke it off. And if I ever hear them smoke it off, essentially what I'll do is right after that's smoked, I'll go into this position right here. I'll find this little dark spot on the floor and go all the way down to the little sun spot here and just do a simple jump throw. And that's going to go all the way here at head level and do right at 50 damage to anyone coming out of short pipe. It's a devastating HE to throw, and you can even pair that up with another teammate to throw one as well, and it's going to do a ton of damage to anyone pushing through short pipe. So yeah, those are my 5 essential HE grenades for CS2 Overpass. If you don't agree with this list, if you have some HEs that you prefer to throw instead, let me know down in the comments below or join my Discord and post them there, and I'd be happy to add them in a future video. And one more thing before I end the video, if you're interested in the practice tool that I use to set up all of these bots super easily, I can, test what damage HEs are going to do, right there in the chat. I can also test the amount of, how blind they are for how long. There's so many awesome things this has, such as the nade previews for like jump throws and all that sort of thing. It's really, really cool and fun to use, as well as even the spawn zones here. You can use .spawn. I could go on and on. There's so many awesome features about this tool. I've used it for pretty much every single one of my videos, but Refrag has recently been kind enough to give me a discount code, 15% if you use code CS2Tactics on your first month. Be sure to check that out if you're interested in Refrag. So yeah, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video and have a fantastic day.